Hello YouTube and welcome back to the channel. Now you'll find me in a different area of the house. For those that have been watching for a long time, this is actually my old office. This is where my computer used to be. We've actually converted it over the last couple of weeks to my wife's little coffee area. A little coffee nook, shall we say. And the only reason why I'm actually recording here instead of upstairs in my office is because we've only just literally finished laying new flooring and everything, and my office is a mess because we've got lots of stuff there. But anyway, we have a new video and a Temu video this time. As you know, I have just got a new car. So I went on Temu and I was like, I need the essentials for said car because there's certain things that you need for the car, and I got it all off Temu because I wanted to see what it's going to be like. And so I'm joined by Kylo because obviously we're in the coffee nook and he wanted to join in. So why don't you sit over here, buddy? No? Right, so yeah, because anyway, Kylo wants to get involved. So we've got a few boxes, and the first one out of the box, they're all brown boxes, but the first one is an essential item. There is a fair few essential items that you need apparently, and this is definitely one of them, and that is cup holders. So obviously you have two cup holders in the Tesla, but they are a little bit on the large side, so what we have is an insert to help keep, basically, if you've got a drink in it, it's not going to rattle around compared to not having this in, because this works as a sleeve, because the Tesla cup holders, they are on a rather large side. Even sort of like a McDonald's drink, a medium McDonald's Coke or something, wobbles around in there a little bit, and that's not great when you're driving and you want to have a drink in your cup holder. So that is the first essential item. Next item, we have so this is a little sort of storage cubby. I will go outside and fit all these into the car so that you can actually see. But this is a little cubby that goes under the armrest, and it actually hides away up underneath, and you literally gives you a bit of extra storage. This is one of the secret storage. You know, there's different types that you can get. This one just goes up and down, but you know, you can hide some money, that sort of stuff. If people that don't know Teslas, that sort of stuff, they're not going to look under the armrest. They're going to open the armrest and look straight down, and you know, they have massive depths into the armrest. Next item is, funny enough, directly for the armrest. This is a storage tray. It does have the cutout for the cigarette lighter, that sort of stuff. I say cigarette lighter, no one really uses it as a cigarette lighter anymore, it's just more of a charging port, but that you could use a cigarette type port. Yeah, it has a few little sections. I can put my sunglasses, some coins, that sort of stuff, but it sort of breaks down the center armrest storage cubby because it is a massive deep storage unit, and the Tesla does have lots of that sort of thing. Next in, this is actually for underneath the charging port. There is more storage. This actually has the USB ports inside it, so you can charge multiple devices, my camera, that sort of stuff. But yeah, we have another tray that will actually go in there and it'll divide it off, and this one I believe actually slides backwards and forwards, so you can still get underneath it quite easily. Next item. Okay. Now these, because where I live we have a tree right on our, hangs over our drive, and on the scuttle panel for the Tesla, you can actually get these little grill type parts that you can actually stick down, and it just stops going further down the scuttle panel. It'll just keep it all at the top, easier to clean, so it won't go under the bonnet and make an absolute mess. Water can still run through and that sort of stuff, so that's what they're for, and they're going to be so much easier and help me a lot. This item is for the boot. So in the boot you have the switches for folding the seats down. Well, this actually converts it into little hooks, so you can actually hang bags off these little hooks here. I know the Model 3 you can get like a little 3-prong screw up bag holder, but this one actually goes on the switches, which is really cool. Yes. These, I'm not going to record me fitting them, but you'll see the after effect of this. We have mud flaps, which obviously I'm leasing my car. I haven't gone out and purchased it all out. I'm leasing it for 3 years. So yeah, mud flaps are a great essential, especially as you don't want too many rock chip coming up underneath and damaging up the sides. It just gives a bit of extra protection. One of the big essentials, and everyone said about this, and all of this was, everything I got in this was, I think, roughly round about £75 for everything, which is really, really good. But these are essential. These are jack pads. So you don't, obviously you don't want to damage your battery or underneath, and they don't have dedicated jack pads areas. So I believe a lot of some garages have these, some don't. So it's always great to keep these in the car. So you literally just stick them up underneath into the little slots, and then you can jack your car up. It's going to be great in, say, a year's time when I rotate my tyres, that sort of thing, just to keep everything and the wear even. So there's that. And then the last item, yeah, it is the last item, is a massive screen protector. Because, and I got this, I'm pretty sure I got this in a matte colour, so obviously you don't get the glare. But this is, I've still got the protective film over my screen, because obviously I have only just recently picked it up and I haven't had a chance to install this yet. So I left the screen protector on, but we get to actually take that off and put this on. So I'm excited about that. But let's go outside, and I'll go outside, I'll get some of these bits fitted, and I'll show you how it looks. But, for overall, they look okay. Yeah, they were cheap, so a little bit of wear on them. I can then re-look at them, see how they've held up. But yeah, for first impressions, they look really good, and I am really happy. But let's go out and get all this installed. So one of the first issues I have is these don't actually fit. These are for a left-hand drive, not a right-hand drive Tesla, but they're £5, so it's not the end of the world. I'm going to stick them in there for a minute. I might actually return them. I'm going to stick these, the mudguards, because it's about 8 o'clock at night, the day that I actually collected this car, because I wanted to get these parts installed for when I go to work. The mudguards are going to go in there, and hopefully I've got tomorrow off, so I might try and get a chance to get them fitted as soon as possible. The jack pads I'm actually going to stick under the false floor, and I have installed these. This goes on the button where the buttons are to actually fold the rear seats down, and the buttons are still working, and we now have some hooks so that we can hang shopping bags, that sort of stuff. But yeah, this is going to go down here in the false floor. You can see the first aid kit, cables, charging cables, everything that came with the car, but that's going to go in there for now. I actually want to get the cables sorted and under there where they're actually meant to be, but currently they are in there because, like I said, I've only just picked the car up. But I'm going to go fold the rear seats back up and we'll go work on the inside, installing the other cubby bits. Right, quick little update. So I've sort of jerry-rigged these rain gutter bits on for now. This one is, yeah, they're basically the wrong sides. So this is designed for the left-hand drive, because this one I had to put there. I had to cut this one myself, but the gradient slope on that one is slightly different, but I had to use that to go on there, and that's where the original cutout is. I made my own cutout, but as you'll notice, it doesn't fully fit. So that's done. The other thing is, they were fairly easy to fit on, but I put the mud flaps in. Now, the front actually had original Tesla ones, which are now in the box that these ones from Temu came out of. But there's the front one there, and the rear there. They were really easy to fit. Crazily easy to fit, to be fair. It's literally 2 plugs that popped out, and as you can see, they were in there. But yeah, they yeah, there's the original ones that came off the front, but yeah, it was literally 2 clips that came off, and then you had the replacement screw ones that went straight in, and yeah, they look sick. But yeah, I've got full mud flaps on now to protect the car a little bit more. So yeah, job's done. Right, so we're now in the main part of the car, really. I've got the armrest open here, and I'm going to install this secret little part that goes up underneath, basically in there. I'm going to take the 3M backing bits off, and hopefully, just dropped it down the side of the chair, so I'll have to get that bit later. So I'm going to try my hardest and actually keep this car fairly clean. But we are going to try and get this in as nice as possible. And there we go. We now have a little secret hidden compartment that normally just be a wasted space under the armrest here, which I quite like that. Now, I'm wondering, that's going to rattle around too much. I've got to find somewhere to put my Apple tag. I do have an Apple tag hidden somewhere in the car, so that anyone tries oiking it, I know where I'll be able to track it. And now this is the under the armrest. As you can see, it is absolutely massive in here, and we are going to try. We're going to fit this new cubby. You'll notice that it actually has a little cutout here for where the cigarette lighter is, so we can charge stuff, and you know, that will just come out. But yeah, that's really, really cool. What like that. And what I'll do is, for a minute, I'm going to put maybe my air tag there until I can find a better spot for my air tag. So I basically don't want it jingling around while we're in the car. Now, cup holders, fairly simple. They're the standard cup holders. When you actually put a drink in it, it is very, very loose. So we're going to stick, yeah, that just goes in like that. Just makes it a little bit smaller. You've got a little bit of an indent there, so it'll actually grip hold of the drink itself, like my coffee or a can of Coke, a Red Bull maybe. I'm not sure how big it's going to be. Well, the Red Bull's quite small, never know. But we also have this cubby hole, which is really, really deep. It does have 2 USB-C, it's got a nice light in it. It's got 2 USB-C power ports there. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the description if I should get the USB chargers up here because there is a kit that you can get which will plug into there and sit there, because and this should literally just go like that. You slide it away, get underneath. That's good. I do have this twin USB-C cable that one of the first things I did was I installed I'll show you. I installed, for the opening up the glove box, I need to get a better way of actually keeping it in there nice and safe. But I've got a 1 terabyte solid state drive. Literally, it is solely for the Sentry mode, so that you can actually store more videos. But yeah, that it's just making it a little bit easier, because that is just, you know, everything's just making it a little bit easier. So I did get a double-ended USB-C as a spare one, so that I can actually plug in, say the camera I'm using, my Osmo Pocket 3. I can charge it up while it's in the car, which is quite cool. Obviously, I'm tempted to get some silicone bits for the wireless charging pad, because again, I'm leasing, I don't want to get it too dirty. Now, the next thing we have to do, you know, it's the last thing that I can fit currently, so I'm going to put screen cleaning mode. Okay, so you'll hold that to exit, but we're going to whip this bad boy out. You know, we have the new screen protector here, so we're going to open this bit up. So here we have, you know, the original. This is what came on it, you know, from new. So off that comes. It did have a few air bubbles and that. Now this should go on nice and easily, because obviously that's just come on. There's nothing in here that's gonna. Right, we need to work out. Here it is. Right, so we'll take that off. Carefully put this on there. Now just we should have to, I don't know, pull that out. That was a bit of an effort, I've got to admit. Put that there. Pull that away. And then protective film off there. And the last bit, it's just squeegee out these bubbles apparently. And I should have a nice matte finish, so when the sun is shining, I'm not going to lose, you know, it's not going to reflect and blind me as I'm driving down the road. Let's get the last bits of these bubbles out, and we should have a super clean, super protected screen, which is much needed, because these are about £1,500 to, I believe, replace. I'm just trying to see. Yeah, any other bubbles? So we want to get all of them out. But yeah, that was fairly easy to install, I think. So yeah, this is the first of possibly a couple of videos of essential parts for the Tesla. But yeah, that's the... So far, out of all the items that I've got, the only one issue we had with was the scuttle panel guttering parts. I am going to look at different ones for that, because obviously I want to protect it, especially as you can see just there, that hangs over my car, and when that sheds leaves like a lot. My Audi, our old Astra, the Mini, they get covered in leaves. So yeah, I want to get that sorted out as soon as possible. Now obviously, if there is any items that you do want to see us try out, leave a comment. I do have a few other bits ordered with Hubai. Believe it or not, I actually have some bits for this car. Weirdly, obviously Hubai, there is an updated video coming. My parcel has been shipped from my very first Hubai purchase. We're just waiting for it to arrive. Yeah, it was shipped about a couple of days ago, so I'm hoping very soon we should have that. But yeah, that is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave us a like. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, and we'll be back very soon with more unboxings, shoes, that sort of stuff. Yeah, so we'll see you very soon. Thanks for watching. Adios.